we
secondary
hold up this
anniversary
picture.
to Terry is December 9th, the week after this was someone's birthday. Terry, come on.
Have we got a pin, or we got a plaque, or what do we got?
Pretty good, Terry. I like this. Good job, Terry.
Okay. So it says, "Dear Terry," this is from Doug Parker, you know, we know Doug is. Congratulations on your 30 years with American Airlines on December the 9th. Your years of dedicated service and commitment to America are an accomplishment of which you ought to be proud. Thanks for what you've done, for your continued dedication to our customers and colleagues as we restore American as the greatest airline in the world. Congratulations and well done. Good show. So what I ought to do is I ought to take that out and sign it, huh?
There you go. That's great.
Wait a minute, we gotta get it out of here.
That's awesome. We got something else for you to sign too.
Okay. Well, we'll sign that and then you'll have them both.
Fantastic, thank you. And I think you've seen this before.
I have seen that.
We got it all cleaned out here. Use this one. This is a silver one.
You know, listen,
They're all cleaned out.
and not many times in your life when somebody's gonna write you a note that says, "We're gonna have this recognition ceremony, and every time we do this, we have your picture out." Now, I said, you know, my wife says, "What, are these people nuts?"
Well, we are. We are. It's mechanics, say.
Absolutely.
Mechanics, so.
It's working.
From now on, we have that picture on our frame, and we'll.
Well, it's a great compliment. It's a great compliment. Look, there's no nicer compliment than having people say that they remember you well.
Yeah.
So I had a great time running the airline.
Well, when are you coming back?
We need the help.
You guys know that the only reason I retired is because you wanted me to.
That's true.
It's a true statement. Well, the pilot,
It was
the flight attendants, and you guys. Because all the unions thought by that time that I really was Darth Vader. And listen, I was 62 years old, and if it had not been for that, I'd still be here. But it was time to go because the fact is, all the unions as institutions had decided that they ought to try somebody new. Well, it turned out maybe that wasn't such a good
Understatement.
But in any event, all of the years that I was here, I enjoyed immensely. I mean, this is a great business, as you guys all know. I mean, it fascinates you as it fascinates me. Now, it fascinates you perhaps for a different reason, because you all understand machinery. And I really, truly do not understand machinery well. I don't know how the pieces fit together. I never could figure it out. You know, they have this puzzle, say, how do these pieces go together? But it interested me because the parts of the airline are intermixed in such a complex way. So the machinery, if you will, the machinery of the airline, how do you put it together? How do you schedule everything? How do you buy the right airplanes? All of that interested me in the same way that the mechanical aspects of it interested you. And it is true that in a company like an airline, if you do not have people that are truly dedicated to making it work, it ain't going to work very well.
Nope.
So people ask me, for example, about the safety of flight. And one of the things I often say to them is that the guys who work on the airplane and the girls are all individually licensed. And every one of them can keep an airplane from flying just by not signing the paper they need to sign.
Yeah.
And that's a true statement, and you guys all know that. And you've all done it from time to time, and you know it is important. Because every now and then people try to push a little bit, and that's not the right thing to do.
If you ever get a chance to put in Parker's there.
Yeah.
You know, I know Parker. Parker came to work for American back at about the same time that the other two guys did, Gerard and Tom. They all came to work at about the same time. They all came as financial analysts. Doug left early, and the other two hung around. One of them left and then came back. But the fact is, Doug was there for a while, so they're all kind of the same generation of people. And the only thing I don't know Doug well enough to say much about, because I never worked very close with him minute to minute. But the fact is, if you look at what U.S. Air accomplished, they did pretty well with a lousy hand. So if you look, for example, if you look at the statistics of on-time departures and canceled flights and all the mechanics, that what I call the metrics of the business, U.S. Air did pretty well. So let's see if they can do as well with a better hand.
Yeah.
And now they got a lot more airplanes and they got a lot more people. And if they can put it together properly, they have certainly got the resources. So, anyway, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about it? Tell me what you want to talk about. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Still live in Boston?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we have 7 kids and 7 grandkids and 3 kids. And we have the house in Boston, which is in Gloucester. It's sort of a family compound, and they all come up there at one time or the other in the course of the summer. And that's where we go. Jan and I go up in May, and we come back to Florida in October. And so we spend October to May in Florida, and May to October in Gloucester. And we sail a little up there. And
You still have that boat?
not the same one. I got a different one, but
Bigger one, right?
this is much smaller.
Have you traveled the world by boat? I mean, I remember
Well,
when you left, you said you were going to sail.
when I retired in '98, Jan and I, after the last meeting, we flew over to England, and we took delivery of a boat, and we sailed it across the Atlantic.
Remember them
That
tracking
was
you as you
That's
went?
right. It was
Yeah.
a great adventure, you know.
Yeah.
And I kept that boat for about 10 years, and then we traded it off for some others, and I now have a much smaller sailboat, because I'm not going to do any more cross-Atlantic crossings. But that was a great way to start. You know, it was something completely different.
That's cool.
Right.
So yeah, we still do much of the same stuff.
How many boards are you on?
Not very many anymore, because I'm getting too old. Because most of the public companies, the big public companies, they have a mandatory retirement age. Some of them is 72, some are 73, but by 75, everybody in the big public companies has to retire. So I'm on 2 now. There's one which is a little search engine called Hipmunk, which is a travel search engine in San Francisco. And the other one is GoGo, that puts the Wi-Fi on the airplanes. And that's what I'm here for, there's a GoGo board meeting tomorrow. So, very good.
I thought you were here for me.
Yeah. I am here for you. Otherwise, I'd be gone.
Yeah, you have a dinner, right?
That's exactly right.
We have a hall of all the pictures of guys' anniversaries, so if you don't mind, if you guys could get in front and get Terry shaking your hand with the plaque, that'd be great.
Okay,
Then we're gonna
terrific.
hang it up.
All right. Whatever.
Maybe with,
Here we go.
yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, well, get it.
I'm presenting it to you.
Perfect. All right, here we go.
Can't say cheese.
Nice.
Let me get one with this one too.
Oh, God.
There, you got the big one.
He's our ORD photographer.
Go ahead, Mike, film cheap.
There's one, wait, there's another one. Everybody get around the back. This is just like the one that we have with your picture in it all the time. Terry needs to get behind the cake, and if you don't mind sitting next to him, Mike, get the picture of everybody.
No, I'm happy to.
Take it out.
Picture out.